This is exciting. I got going so fast before this young lady sat down on the hot seat. I never even... Please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
My name is LaQuinta. I'm from Evansville, Indiana, and my store is Let's Sew.
Oh, I like that. So as in S-E-W.
As in S-E-W.
That is so...
And is so smart.
How long you been open for?
8 years.
Oh, fantastic. And are you a quilt shop and classroom?
We are a fabric store.
Okay.
So we're a throwback to the old traditional ones that a lot of the people who are sewists today don't remember. But we have all types of fabrics. We have t-shirt fabric, so we have knits. We have bridal fabric. We've got wools, linens, all kinds of fabulous cottons, not just the poplins for quilting, but broadcloths, lawns, voiles, fun stuff. Buttons. I've got a wall of buttons that's bigger than some quilt stores.
That's a big statement, but a lot of buttons. Did you grow up playing?
Yes,
Is that why you like buttons so
I
much?
did. And trims and elastics and laces. I have it. We are one of the most unique fabric experiences in the United States.
That is an awesome, awesome title. I love that. Now, are you in a small area that requires you to carry so many things for everybody, or are you in a big area that allows you so many customers that you can have that much variety, or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between. The traditional fabric store is something that's phased out of our market today. Most of the stores are specialty stores, shops. So we found a need. There had been a very large fabric store in a city not too far from us, closed about 3 years before we opened. That was part of the catalyst of opening a store like this. There are so many people who like to sew, tailor, do bridal, they do custom work, they do costuming work, as well as our quilters. So we wanted to cater to that broader audience. And the fiber artist will quilt with anything.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And that is so exciting and fun to see them take the unusual, the unique, and bring it in and put it even in a very traditional form, because it gives it an entire different look. And then, of course, they can add buttons or trims. And we also work a lot with people who do handwork, because they want the trims, or then we've got some silk flosses, we've got some nice threads, so they will do their hand work with their traditional piecing or their crazy patch piecing, or just they're adding the stitching now into the middle. More like what Grandma did, a couple of 3 decades ago. The fun things like that. And then the buttons, they'll add buttons onto things. The knitters love our buttons.
I've just learned to knit recently. I'm still just going in a circle to make beanies, but I can see where the embellishment will get out of control in knitting as well.
Oh yes, and the fun thing is they will have their yarn and their project, and they'll come in and they'll pick a button. And then they'll get to that point and they'll go, oh no, I think I want a different button. So then they come in and buy new buttons.
Right.
So now they have buttons for more projects.
Now, another question that's kind of burning through my mind here is, with so much variety, are you able to spot trends in also like demographic? Meaning, are you finding that the younger crowd in your shops are gravitating towards one style of fabric? Are they doing more decor sewing? Are they doing more quilting? Are they doing more garment? Are you seeing any of that because of the variety?
I am.
Walk me through it.
What I am seeing, the young, and when I mean the young, I mean anywhere from high school up to, well, I'm a grandma, so,
young at heart, we can say.
Up to that point. They're doing a lot of historic reproduction, because there's the reenactments. There's a big trend towards late 18th century costuming right now. And they want to be as authentic as they possibly can. So they're using a lot of lightweight lawns, there's a lot of lightweight flat wools, specialty things that we really are looking hard to find. We'll find them in the men's suitings, but now wait a minute, they're wanting feminine colors. But they're also doing a lot of hand embroidery on these things, because even the men's garments had a ton of embroidery on them.
Very ornate.
Yes, very, and a lot of it is hand. They're doing some machine, hand detailed, extremely exquisite hand embroidery on them. So it is really wonderful to see that.
Well, great. And that, I would not have guessed that, because that's a whole group of fibers that I'm not familiar with working within. My mom used to carry a variety in our store, and we would see the trends as well. And it was really great. Okay, before you miss, I'll ask you one last question, and it doesn't obviously have to be a Michael Miller based answer.
Right.
Was there anything, because you're looking for such a variety, that you found here at International Quote Market that was a real home run for you, in your opinion?
Real home run for me, in my opinion. Michael Miller is always a fabulous thing, and they have the best solids of anybody in the country. And I love this display behind us.
Right.
But my big home run was from an independent salespeople. I did find some of those flat wools.
Something to kind of meet the need of the, and were you finding some more of those effeminate colors and styles you're hoping
They're
for?
going back to their warehouse to dig through their supply to see if they can find me some more. But yes, I did find a really pretty light blue.
Ooh, congrats. That's
Yes,
awesome.
that's a big win.
Nice. Okay, and I knew you were in, you had another appointment coming up quick, or had to get off to the airport. So let's get into the box of questions.
Real quick before that,
yes.
we do a lot of Facebook. We do.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we do our Tips Tuesday, in which my retail manager Tiffany, who is an absolutely fabulous young woman, she does our Tips Tuesday, and she does our Facebook Fridays at 4 o'clock. So there's a lot of F's in that.
What's the page name on Facebook?
That would be Let's Sew, or Let's Sew LLC, depending on whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. You can always tell you found us because of the dress form logo.
Oh, I like that.
And if you're pet lovers, Molly Mondays, that's our little Welsh Terrier. She's always barking about something. And Washington Wednesday, he's our little wire-haired fox terrier, and he always got some kind of secret to share.
So it sounds like you have 3 different fun things going on each week throughout your social media.
Yes, social media is a huge, huge thing, even for us grandmas.
I found that social media was most important for the grandmas, because that way you can do FaceTime and Skype and visit with your grandchildren, even if they don't live next door.
Well, I'm waiting to. Right now, I'm talking to my grandchild in my daughter's belly.
Oh, so she is technically due soon?
September.
Ah, fantastic. Well,
It will be my first.
that's awfully exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do they know if it'll be a little...
No.
Okay, we won't even go down that. Fantastic. And you know what? I think we probably better do that mystery question. That's right. You're right on time for your appointments.
Okay.
Any of the red cards, it doesn't have to be the
Okay.
front one. She goes right for the front.
All right.
Go ahead and read the answer if you will, please.
Which animal would make the best type of president if the animal kingdom ever rises up and takes over? It would definitely be a terrier.
Well, of course.
It would have to be. They're very smart, very decisive, and if they really don't like what you have to say, they're going to bite you in the behind.
And that's some pretty fantastic advice there. Oh, that is awesome. Thanks so much for sitting with me for a moment. Let me grab my hug and get you off to your next appointment.
Thank you.